Welcome back to the Express at Granville Island, celebrating spot prawn season. You know, BC spot prawns are about as local as they get. Steve from Organic Ocean says when they're fishing, they're only about 5 or 6 miles away from downtown Vancouver. Of course, the exact location is top secret. Something that's not a secret, spring is in the air. And on today's West Coast Style, we're heading to a special shopping event at the Bay with some of Vancouver's best bloggers and our very own Mana Mansour as the mistress of ceremonies.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style is brought to you by Pacific Center.
The West Coast is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and I'm on the hunt to make sure that the people here look just as good as where they live. I'm Mana Mansour, and I'm a lifestyle journalist searching for the most cutting-edge fashion and beauty hotspots, deals, and tips, all in our own backyard. I'll do the shopping so you don't have to. This is West Coast Style. A change of season is always a cause to celebrate in the world of fashion. But in our city, that's especially true when it means dressing for sunny skies and warmer temperatures. It's all about spring fashion on today's West Coast Style. I'm here at the Bay, downtown Vancouver, hosting a very exclusive shopping event where I'm talking to some of Vancouver's top fashion bloggers on what they think is going to be hot for spring. The fashion panel at the spring shopping event was made up of Monica Hibbs from the Doctor's Closet, Brittany Law from the Style Republic, Jen Tam from Her Waist Choice, and Christy Lohr from Style 9 to 5. Before the chat went underway, guests at the spring shopping event were able to meet and greet the fashion panel while taking in the spring-tastic mannequin display. But as the DJ spun tracks and the champagne poured, it was soon time to get talking. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bay downtown at the spring shopping event. Thank you so much for coming out. The audience was exposed to a variety of spring looks from different brands within the Bay. Here are my top favorite looks from the panel.
So I'm going to talk to you today about our first trend here, Embrace Color, which is huge for spring. As you can see here, George is doing a little bit of color blocking. Now I'm going to explain what color blocking is. It's basically taking two colors in a block and pairing them together.
What I really love about this look is that because you're going really loud with the top and the bottom with those bright colors, you've kept the accessories and the shoes quite
really neutral. Yeah,
and that's
definitely.
I think something that is very key to keep in mind when you are doing that color blocking trend. We have the lovely Brittany Law to come on to talk about our next look.
So the trend I'm going to talk to you about here is print works. I absolutely love layering prints. Now, I like to call this outfit the pleasant surprise, and I'm going to tell you this because this dress is actually by Juicy Couture.
Brittany, I think a lot of people in the audience are wondering, can you mix this bold print with another bold print?
Yes, of course. I think with prints, it's really easy not to mess up.
On to our next look from the lovely Jen Tam.
So my trend here is for the new lady, and for this look, I chose a peplum piece. So the peplum is just this little flared piece at the waist here, and this garment is just very definitive of this trend. It was seen all over the runways at Jason Wu, Alexander McQueen.
So our next look is by the lovely Christy Lohr.
Who doesn't love colored denim this season? I think with colored denim, we really can't have enough colors. And I chose tonight kind of that sweet tart, kind of sorbet, kind of ice cream shades. And this mint green is my absolute favorite. I paired it with the Free People floral top. We're seeing tons of florals this season, as we do every spring, but really this season I'm seeing it a lot more. And there's nothing wrong with showing a little bit of stomach, just not too much though, keeping a little bit flirty, a little bit girly.
It's no wonder that fashion events here at the Bay attract some of Vancouver's hot fashion crowd. How are you, Joshua Langston?
I'm better now that I've seen you.
Thank you. Now, thank you so much for coming out and enjoying our presentation. What is your most favorite trend for spring 2012?
Well, I myself, like the ladies, am all about the colored denim. I'm embracing pastel like no other. You get me a peach blazer on, and I am just feeling like $1,000,000. So I think anything to do with just a lot of color and just a lot of excitement. And it's spring. That's what it's all about.
What did you love most about the presentation we saw today?
I absolutely love the pastel trend that's going on right now with pants, floral pants. Absolutely love pastels. They look great, like especially on tan skin, and love it.
Well, it's interesting to see people embracing color.
How do you think think events like this where it's engaging the public and getting them out and, you know, getting them to meet the fashion personalities of Vancouver, how can this inspire us to be more fashion forward of a city?
It's just networking and meeting and having normal girls style, not magazine, you know what I mean, magazines and stuff like that, and seeing it's just more relatable.
We need more events in Vancouver, let's face it. There was such an amazing cross-section of people here tonight, from people in the fashion community, just people in the public in general that came out to have a look, so it's really great.
For sure, and you know what else is great? You being here. Thank you, Jason.
I come out anytime to see you talk and just see what you're wearing. I love you.
Ditto. The spring shopping event definitely got people talking about the hottest trends for spring 2012. Now it's up to the audience and to you at home to incorporate those trends in your own special way. I'm Mona Mansour for West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style has been brought to you by Pacific Center.
The website is hbc.com, or you can head into the Bay downtown and model those looks for yourself. Now, up next on The Express, some pretty familiar faces here on Shaw TV, Jim Gordon and Darren Parkman. They've shot over 120 travel shows around the world. And on today's Good Life, we find out what they do when they're home for a rest.
Rare Investment. The Good Life is brought to you by Rare Investment Online at rareinvestment.com.
The Good Life. It's not all champagne and caviar.
Johanna Ward has your insider's look at the influential.
And we're learning their secrets to the good life.
Aloha, I'm Jim Gordon.
Top of the morning to you, I'm Darren Parkman.
And we are the Travel Guys.
If your job is to travel the world, what does it mean to be home sweet home?
When you travel enough, you realize how much people love Canadians, and it also makes you appreciate your own city.
We're away a dozen times a year, sometimes 15 times a year, so now when I'm home, it's like a vacation.
Meet TV's travel guys, Jim Gordon and Darren Parkman. Since 2003, they've shared good times, glamour, and more than the occasional gag in over 45 countries.
Come on, baby.
As Johanna finds out, Darren's Burnaby home feels like a trip all unto its own.
Darren's place, it's like a really cool museum, and he is the crazy curator.
This is an old gold cigarette sign from the 40s. Who knew cigarettes could be so sexy? Look at the legs on that package.
Rock Ola, this thing's amazing.
You don't see these anymore. This 1960s jukebox. Yeah! You know, some people call me eccentric. I don't know why. Tequila! I love collecting. It's my passion. Since I was 8 years old, I used to go to flea markets. Believe it or not, this big piece of junk here is worth about $2,500.
The Ronalds, one of them is from the early 70s. I don't know how to react to this. The other one, I don't know. I think it just lives in my nightmares now.
This is my art. I love this stuff.
Darren's passion for the past is matched by Jim's madness for the movies.
I spend most of the time when I'm home actually in a dark theater.
Jim's not just a travel guy, he's also a total film buff. Since you're the movie guy, I totally feel like we need to go into a cheesy workout montage.
Like what?
I don't like, you know the one in Flashdance they did?
Oddly enough, I'm wearing leg warmers underneath these slacks. There's nothing like going and working out or going for a long jog after a brutally stressful day.
We could probably do this part upstairs. Wait, that sounds wrong.
Cheesy, yes, but I think we have something there for a remake.
More like straight to video for that montage mishap. Better to let the boys do what the boys do best.
Should we start this last part out with like a cliche cheers that Darren and I have done 1,000 times on Travel Guys?
Cheers.
The more contrived, the better.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Hanging out with Jim and Darren, especially at El Nido, it feels like hanging out with celebrities, and I guess that's because they are celebrities.
Jim and I like to hang out together, and we kind of hand out Travel Guys DVDs, and we hand out autographed pictures. No one asks for them, but we hand them out.
Whoa, hello. Hey, wow.
Well, it had to be done, you know. But now I can't. If I do that, I can't drink.
Could you linger? Could you linger back here a little bit? You know, people always ask, you travel so much together. Do you ever get on each other's nerves?
He can be very irritating. Me, on the other hand, I think I'm pretty relaxed.
I would say that Jim gets on my nerves, but I don't get on his.
They are truly really good friends and super hilarious to hang out with.
Jim Gordon drives a 1968 Dodge Dart. He's living the good life.
67. And it belongs to his mom.
And with that, some collecting, some cardio, and a continuous clinking of glasses. The Travel Guys remain globetrotters of the good life.
Rare Investment. The Good Life has been brought to you by Rare Investment at rareinvestment.com.
The Travel Guys are back on Shaw TV. New episodes premiere Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. You're watching The Express, and we'll have you dreaming big after the break.
Bring your dreams to fruition.
Capital Direct Dream Homes tours a spectacular South Surrey estate.
It's a really incredible art piece.
The Express, we are your local voice.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
Lungo filaccio, triste sartaccio, fila fila ma che vuoi fila, senza punta l'ago non può andare, troppo filo te l'ha fatto far, ed ora non puoi più filare. Hai filato giorno e notte con giacchette e pantaloni, sotto vesti e gonnelloni pure a sé.
Welcome back to The Express on Granville Island. Get ready to let your imaginations run wild. Imagine if you could customize your dream home from top to bottom and money was no object. On today's Capital Direct Dream Homes, we're touring a $4 million estate in an ultra-exclusive neighborhood.
Hey there, Stu.
Hi, Tim. How you doing?
Great. Good to see you.
You as well.
Now, here we are in beautiful South Surrey once again. What do you have to show us?
An unbelievable estate home, 9,600 square feet, bedrooms galore, gorgeous inside. It's a tremendous home. I'm so excited to show you.
Well, lead the way.
Thanks.
It's a home that simply sings opulence. Everything from the elegant architecture to the hand-picked furnishings to the ornate artwork is tailored to the owner's lavishly strict demands.
It's a tremendous example of, the owners here thinking about how they can make a place that's really functional, great for entertaining, but really exhibits their fine examples of artwork and brings out some of the artwork of local artisans and the skills of local people here in just a gorgeous home.
Just check out the stunning living room with its massive windows and 16-foot-high waffle ceiling.
The waffle design, so sunken, looks just beautiful. It's one of those showpiece rooms you walk into and you're awed instantly when you see it. Huge fireplace, great mantel, and again, at the same time, a very cozy place to sit down with friends and have a great conversation.
Over to the spacious state-of-the-art kitchen where the mansion's cool blue theme really shows. There are custom-designed light fixtures and Blue Eyes granite countertops, all accented by the $17,000 piece of crushed glass. You'll never see anything like this anywhere else.
Something like this just doesn't come from a store that you walk into, say, I'd like to have this. You have to go and sit down with a designer and bring your dreams to fruition. It's a really incredible art piece.
Moving up the grandiose staircase, more priceless artwork, and this stately library with its ample shelf space and quiet reading area. The perfect place to lose yourself in literature. But if you're in the mood to indulge in a little entertainment, downstairs is where you want to be.
Wow. So this is where the party comes to life, I guess.
Yeah, this is the chill chamber.
Nice.
Great spot for all your buddies. Hockey games, pool table, bar area, huge.
And you'll never have to worry about glasses running dry.
The wine cellar can hold about 300 bottles of wine. And right off the side of it is an opportunity to, in a really quiet, serene setting, to take in some of the fine vintages that the owner can have here in the wine cellar as well.
But the real fun happens outside. In the spacious yet incredibly private backyard. Actually, yard doesn't even begin to describe this. There's a barbecue, dining area with stone fireplace, full-size swimming pool, not to mention a guest house that's a home of its own.
The guest house is in keeping with the main house. It's just a miniature version of. It's finished to the same standards, fabulous throughout.
And to top it all off, the property has a custom-designed putting green that's PGA approved, so you can play like a pro or not.
Oh, so close.
It is PGA approved, so there's no excuses.
Well, I'll never make the tour, but good place to practice.
Great spot to unwind at the end of the day, for sure. It is a phenomenal home and a house that we rarely see. Quite the capture for someone that's searching for that really special property.
Well, there you have it. 11,000 square feet of custom design architecture, furnishings, and artwork. This home is truly a blue diamond in the rough. I'm your host, Tim Chung, and join me next time on Dream Homes.
The house also has an office, a butler's pantry, and a fitness room. If you're looking to buy, the exact price is $3.99 million. You're watching The Express, and we've got your FYI on stuff to do.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI is presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision, an ICBC Valet accredited repair facility.
Join the second annual Miles for Mental Health Run and Walk, Saturday, May 12th in Queen's Park, New Westminster. The family event also features music, food, and an art exhibition. The ITM model look of 2012's Glamour Finale show is June 7th. Over $10,000 in prizes will be awarded, including an all-expense-paid trip to China. Pump up your tires, strap on your helmet, and join Bike to Work Week, May 28th through June 3rd, in communities all over BC.
Quality Assured Collisions FYI was presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision.
Also, spot prawn season continues for the next 6 to 8 weeks, and you can buy the spot prawns fresh off the boat down here at Falls Creek Fisherman's Wharf daily from about 1 o'clock onwards. And that's it for today's show. We do love to hear from you about what you thought, especially if you've got some favorite spot prawn recipes to share. So you can follow us on Twitter or find us on Facebook. Thanks for watching The Express, only on Shot TV.